Hello, Internet. It's Alex back to kind of wrap up my Wandersong run. Still 14 achievements that I'm missing that I don't think I'm going to go hunting all of those, certainly not on stream, but if you caught the end of the run last night, there were a couple things that we were still kind of missing. There were 2 dances from Mask that I was missing, and then there was a final bonus thing at the very end of the credits sequence that we didn't quite figure out, that I think I now know what's going on. But so, I am back in Chapter 1, because now I've unlocked Scene Select, or Act 1 rather. I went and found the dances, so we already had Sassy Dance. This is one of the new ones that I got, little, I forget what it's actually called, but I'm sure you've seen animated characters out about doing this online. We got that one, that one, that one, that one, and I think the next one is the last one. So yeah. That is the last secret dance. But all that to say, while we're still here in Act 1, I have learned what the other part is that we have to do. There's Miriam, I already talked to her, so unfortunately we won't be getting that dialogue again. Or, no, not that bird. I do want this one though. There's my house that we'll go back into before we leave, but we're heading over here to where the constellation is in the credit sequence. Meow. You found a secret. But do you know the password? Now the issue is, I don't remember what the password is, / I didn't have all of it before. So now, we have to go through the credits, go to the end, get the constellation, then come back here and sing that sequence to the cat. But before we do that, let's go stopping at Borb's house after I just double check over here. We're just here in Borb's house. Okay. Scene select. And now we have to go through the credits again, which takes a little while, unfortunately. So we're gonna power through as quickly as we can. You said you want to check in on your friends, right? Just let me know when you're ready to move on. You're gonna keep going? Yeah. Ready to keep going? Yep. Keep going. Yep. Still stand, Bumblebatby. Keep going. Yep. It's okay, G. You gotta do what you gotta do, chores around the house and stuff. This is probably going to be a very short stream anyway, so don't feel too bad about not being able to hang out. Keep going, except Safi's not gonna let us. Gotta make sure we stay and have dinner with our girlfriend. Except we're not actually dating because the game doesn't want to let us. You want to stay and have dinner with us? That sounds nice. And now we have to let this go, and then there will be the last dog. Oh, that is sleeping through your alarm by a lot. An hour and a half, jeez. So, this is goodbye, huh? Just for now. But we're gonna hang out all the time, right? I hope so. I'm trying to see. It doesn't look like Miriam's actually hugging him back. I'm tired. I'm tired. Me too. We came a really long way together, didn't we? Yeah. Thanks for saving the world with me. Yeah. Thanks for being my friend. Okay, bye. And yeah, getting sleep when you... Sleep is good. Too much, not so good, but when you need it, it good. Alright, gotta get the burb. Hello, G, did you see the secret dances? Yeah, this is kind of the end of the game. We're doing some wrap-up secret stuff right now. Okay, so I wasn't, or I don't think I was missing them, but now I just gotta write this down. But yes, doing one last secret wrap-up thing. Let's see. Heart, star, sun, and is that, I think that's wind? I'll say swirl just in case, but I'm pretty sure it's the wind green one. Heart, star, sun, swirl, tear, star, triangle, triangle. So it should sound something like this. So I think that's it, but now we need to go back to Act 1 and go to that burb, or go to that cat rather. This scene select is pretty great. Yep, Borb has hair, it's just under his hat. Hey now, Wanderer. How were your dreams last night? I don't remember. They can be so easy to lose, can't they? Well, no worries. It's a beautiful morning. The birds are singing. What about you? Going to see the ghosts? Ghosts? A crowd of spirits took over town. Everyone's freaking out. It's pretty funny. Well, see you around. You taught me this! I learned this from watching you, Mask! But okay. Now let's head back over here. Meow. Password, please. Now, I've heard you do have to do this pretty quickly. So, pink, yellow, orange, green, light blue, yellow, red, red. Pink, yellow, orange. So. Meow! You solved it! But what does this do? Yeah, for a second I thought it was just gonna be like, "K." But something's going on. Oh, is this gonna take me to see Audrey? Am I in the spirit world now? What is this? Oh, is this gonna be the dev team and stuff? Oh hey, you're here. My name's Gord. I did the music for Wandersong. Greg helped write a lot of the songs though. Em wrote one too. The campfire one. I bet you liked it. I'm not gonna lie, this game was tough. As soon as I agreed to work on it, I was like, what have I done? But I knew I really wanted to work with Greg. That anything he was gonna make was gonna be good. And I guess I must have been feeling like I wanted a challenge? I don't actually remember. But I knew early on there was a pretty big chance I was gonna burn out, or screw up, or run out of music to write. This game has so much music! It scared the crap out of me. But hey, you're here, and I'm here. We made it. 2017 was a hard year for me. Something I thought I knew was true my whole life turned out to not be so true after all. The world has been so angry, and though I started on Wandersong before then, it suddenly became a whole lot more important. To invert cynicism for once in my life. I am cynical, I like cynical things. To contribute to something whose sole purpose is to make people happy. But not like shallow happy, like a sitcom or whatever, really happy. To shine a little light for people whose lives are feeling truly dark. Feeling way better now, by the way. This is the biggest soundtrack I've ever done. It might be the biggest soundtrack ever. It will probably be the biggest I'll ever do. It's like 4.5 hours long. The plan was to be really minimalist, so we'd finish. I stuck to that plan until like halfway through Act 2. And then nothing was minimalist. I'm super bad at minimalism. I recorded live performances on 24 different instruments in this game. I have no idea how many digital instruments are used. A lot. Oh, and you know that last big song at the end of the game? The one where everyone sings together? We got a choir for that, but not like a real choir. I just asked Twitter who wanted to sing for us. 75 people sang for us. Some people had fancy mics, some people sang into their phones and laptops, some people sang beautifully, some people didn't. But everyone tried, and everyone cared, and that is what Wandersong's about. Everybody trying, everybody caring, and making something beautiful together, even if it's not something you don't think you're good at. And everyone that said my voice is terrible in the choir was flat out wrong. The same week I started working on that song, my wife and I found out we were having a baby. I don't know when you're reading this. We're due March 4th, 2019, so we may or may not have had it yet. About 2 months. I really hope it goes okay. And hey, you're here, and I'm here. We made it. We're just people that made this game. You can do cool stuff too. Just try, and care. See ya. I'm trying to sync up with her. I mean, kind of. We're like off, like opposite each other. There we go. You found us! Yay! I'm M. I did all the sound design in this game, which means I recorded and edited voices, ambiences, footsteps, and a whole bunch of silliness. I'm really grateful to have had the chance to be a part of Wandersong. I think it's really special. I'm so happy to have helped add something so positive to the world. I'm also super grateful that you've taken the time to play it. I hope you've enjoyed listening. We all put a lot of energy and love into how this game sounds. I think it's a really important part of storytelling, and that it can add so much value to listen. So it means a lot to me to have been able to work with Greg, who really cared about it right from the start. We had a lot of fun making it together. It feels crazy now to be letting it all go. All I hope in the end is that you've kept some of the feeling that we shook out of our hearts. I hope that it feels good. Wandersong was the first game I worked on. Way back in 2016, it's what got me started in indie games. I've worked on a few since then, but this one has been my biggest constant. It's also the one closest to my heart. The themes that Greg explores really resonate with me, and I think they're super important ideas to spread right now, so it's been wonderful to contribute to that. For me, it's pretty interesting to look back, from the beginning, all the way to the end, and hear how the sound changes. It was really easy to grow with this game, because we made each act a different theme sonically. There was a lot of experimentation. Time for some fun facts. There are 5,084 sounds. That's a lot for an indie game. Greg and I voiced most of the characters. Most of the sounds are recorded. So many of those sounds are my voice. A lot of the ambiences shift depending on where you are. There are so many silly details. So silly. Well, thanks for listening. Hey, I'm Greg. I made this game. It's really great to meet you. Did you really figure out how to get here yourself? Mostly. Did you look it up on the internet? Partly. It's okay if you did. Either way, I have a lot to say to you. I'm really touched that you came this far. From the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you. Thank you for playing. This game means a lot to me. I put a lot of love, thought, and effort into it, and it's really special to make something like that and share it with someone. I genuinely hope you enjoyed it. As I'm writing this, I have no idea what will happen when the game comes out. I don't know how many people will ever play it, or if anyone will ever even find this message. But if there's even one person who cares about the game, that makes it worth it to me. So, I guess it's not just thanks for playing, but thanks for caring. I hope someday you can make something too and share it. It's so important to express yourself, and the world needs to hear your voice. You can do it. You are special, and you deserve love. I really believe that. You can hang out here as long as you want. If you keep chatting with me, I'm going to talk about what it was like making the game. If that's interesting to you at all. Before I started Wandersong, I lived on my bicycle for 5 months and rode across the USA. Along the way I met lots of people, and did something I didn't think I could. I was feeling really optimistic about life and humanity, and I wanted to make a game to express that. The first thing I made was the rainbow music wheel. Just that, floating in an empty void. I wanted to make a controller into a musical instrument, and make it feel as natural and fun as possible. When I saw it worked, more ideas started coming to me, then started pouring like a waterfall. It took me a while to nail down the story. I had a plot in mind for a while, but it was missing something. Then I had an epiphany one day, and the idea of the Earth song came to me. I remember crying a little bit when it did. That was the key to unlocking the shape of the story. My original plot idea became just Act 5, which I'll have to go back and double check which one that is. And the world of Wandersong started to take shape. Okay, hold on. Scene select. Okay, Act 5 is just the Two Kingdoms one. Act 1 came together within a few months. I've made countless changes to it since then, but it was basically the same as now. My friends played it and thought it had potential. What I needed was sounds and music. I tried recording my voice to make all the sounds, and I wrote some songs too, but the game was asking for better than I could give it. Simply put, I realized the audio had to be amazing, which meant I needed money, so I put it on Kickstarter. The response on Kickstarter was really wonderful. Everyone was so enthusiastic. The game quickly had more fan art than anything else I'd done. There were many musicians asking to work with me. It felt very special. Even so, I didn't know if I'd make it until the very end. And when I did, it felt like a miracle. Every step of the way, I felt like I was doing something a little too big for myself, and then just narrowly making it. It felt powerful. I met Gordon through some friends. His music for Parkitect had a really good vibe. I guess that's another game. He really believed in Wandersong despite the modest funds and huge idea. And he was local, so we could work closely together. After a long search, I'd found my musician. M was his first hiree, and Wandersong was her first game. She brought so much enthusiasm into the game. It bowled me over. So, we got to work. We made the game almost perfectly sequentially, act by act. I would rush ahead, developing gameplay and writing scenes, then M would breathe life into the game with audio. Gord was busy at first with other commitments, but he did eventually catch up. It took almost 2 years to work to the ending of the game, and then more months of refining, polishing, and fixing. I could talk forever about this. It took over my entire life for 3 years. But I'm going to stop here for now. Thanks for listening. We went and added some commentary notes to scenes in the game. Look out for those if you want to learn more. And thanks for playing! It really means so much to me. More than I can put into words. Yeah. Okay, invisible wall. So now I guess we gotta go back and see the other way. This is probably just how you get out. Nope. Alright, well, I guess that's pretty much it. So, pretty short. Like I said, just wanted to wrap that up. I'm not sure where they've hidden commentary. Maybe I'll go back through and do this sometime, but, you know, don't know if I'm going to be streaming any more of this game, given what it's been. I think this is a good way to wrap things up. So, that's it. Just gonna leave it there. Thanks for hanging out with me, coming on this journey with me. So, good game, and good night, Internet.